Fuck me. People will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts.
I can't do this anymore.
Work.
I really can't.
Just work.
It's the same, day after day. It wouldn't be this way if we were, for example, bandits.
Do you want to be a bandit? My father was a bandit.
Really? I envy you.
He made a lot of money. Food, clothes.
Awesome.
He was killed by a girl whose parents he had once robbed.
Thanks. Does that seem right to you?
Look at all those chickens.
Don't stay out too late.
If you're having problems, try planting lupins.
What about vegetables?
There's not enough nitrogen. You have to improve your soil profile first.
As you say, it all seems simple.
Think you'll make it to next season?
I'll be fine. It's my wife I'm worried about.
At least yours is alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say anything.
Sometimes I wake up tonight and forget the fall even happened.
If only we didn't have to work so quickly.
You'll get used to it.
You really think so?
All you have to do now is deliver on your promise.
Is the dark zone necessary?
You promised.
You sure do.
Set up a greenhouse yet?
Not yet. I'm just bored for the roof.
That's bad.
How's your hand?
Small wounds. Doesn't even hurt anymore.
Sometimes I wake up
If
at
you
night
want some
and
beer,
fall even
I can
happens.
sell some
That's about the only time.
Sure.
It's getting dark.
Who'd you get it from?
Goddamn
Someone I ran across. A stranger, but his price was...
Check. It's getting dark.
fair.
I hear the butcher's men are high on some weird kind of drug.
Man, I'm so thirsty.
I thought it was a tornado siren, not a church bell.
I ain't leaving the bazaar today. The wind is blowing from the east. That's a bad omen.
Just 'cause you got
Maybe the church bell rings in dusk.
If you got no one to lean on, that's when you know you hit rock bottom.
When one of us is killed, they barely notice. But when the commander is killed, they turn the place upside down.
I swear there were sirens.
My opinion, it turned out well.
If only we didn't have to.
Hayden, what you got for me?
I found these filters for one.
Okay, not setting my world on fire, but I can move those for a nice profit.
How about these? A bottle of cognac and a box of cigars.
Now that's what I'm talking about. You see? I knew there'd be something valuable at that military base. You see that, Urban? Can I sniff out the good shit or what? Kick ass. Speaking of asses, what was Hubie's deal? Is he trying to duck out on me?
Hubert broke his leg, so I went and got the goods for him. He could use a doctor, or at least someone to look in on him while he's on the mend.
Oh yes, he'll definitely need a doctor.
What are you talking about?
You know what they say, trust in God.
But break your camel's legs, just in case. Guten Tag.
What? Hey, this psycho works for you?
Well, two solutions are better than one.
You wanted to kill me?
No, who said anything about killing? I just told Klaus to get the loot. He can be a little overeager at times.
You jackass.
Oh, come on, don't pout. Look at Klaus. He's not mad about you killing his friends.
It's natural selection. You proved yourself stronger than them. You came in handy after all. I didn't know how to get to Hubie, but then you showed up. I waited until you were gone, and paid him a visit.
What did you do to him?
He was in terrible pain because of that broken leg. So I broke the other one. For balance.
That's what happens when you try to screw Dodger.
You fucking out of your mind?
No need to get all broken up about it.
Duralex, Sedlex. The times we live in are ruthless, and the law must be so too.
He's already learned his lesson. He said he wouldn't do it again.
Yeah? How can you be so sure? Any idea how many people half-assed has conned? People who are also just trying to get by. Who have families to feed. He's been asking for trouble for a long time. He got what he deserved. And he won't scam anyone ever again. Remember, Rules are rules. With the whole world collapsing, we need them more than ever. Without them, we'd be no better than a pack of rats.
Did you call this following the rules? Your rules? You won't get away with this. Carl will hear the whole story.
Carl? He won't dare touch me. I know too much about him. I know too much about everyone. Even Lucas respected me.
Who do you think is behind his death? Barney? Sophie?
Barney and Sophie are just a pair of kids playing in a sandbox that's too big for them. On the other hand, they are really fucked up. You never know what might pop up in their heads. I know one thing, though. Curiosity killed the cat.
Thanks for your concern, but I don't need it.
I saw the potential in you from the start. But I had to figure out who I'm really dealing with.
And how did I do?
Oh, you're something else. But you still have a lot to learn, kid. You lied to me about Hubie. Aiden. This is no world for a saint. A martyr, maybe. If you get yourself killed.
At least I'll have a clear conscience.
Clear conscience. Wunderbar.
No one has a clear conscience here. And since you're still alive, neither do you, right? What have you been getting up to, Pilgrim? What are you running from?
Next time, find yourself another patsy.
Feisty, I like it. We'll meet again, Aiden.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I'm sure your neck will meet the end of my blade.
That's the bell, right? Don't look like much of a
I almost sold my weapon.
Central loop since PK's restricted access. Some say the
Sweet
renegades are
weapon you
about
got
to
there,
attack.
Aiden. Is it new?
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Fuck that bitch. Oh, I'm in trouble. I swear I just had minutes on my immunity. What the fuck happened? Oh. What? Fuck.
Get up!
I'm so dead. Oh, I'm out of energy. Whew. Never been there. Oh, you're supposed to be able to land on those. There's nobody there. Fucking stupid. Hey.
I got what you want. Anything catching your eye? Sure. Later. Never out of... Got your eye on something? Happy to trade. You rock, pal.
Sketchy ass bridge. Who the fuck built that?
Yeah.
The shepherd always knows what's in the clan.
Oh, thank fuck the sun's coming up. Rough night running across town.
What is this? Don't tell me you've never seen a flea. Get it off me.
They gotta just take those off. Just take them off, please. If they're like that because of the PS4, there's no excuse for them to be like that in the PS5 version. If you really can't make them work, take them off. It's like everything else is so immersive, and then you look up at this fucking PlayStation 1 banner. It's gotta be bugged. Why are they not like that? Those look alright. But then... that's gotta be a bug, right?
Says viral spit cures pimples. I'd rather not ask how she knows.
There will always... be people like the PK.
I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for winter.
Charmed life. Did they rough you up? Maybe I think I let you a bit much. The worst thing was they took all the equipment. Can you hear yourself at all? Then why didn't you do it yourself? The city remembers. Because I asked you to. What am I going to tell my mother now?
What do you think?
Isn't this city beautiful, Pilgrim? A broken, whole kind of beauty. Yeah.
Anyone can piss anyone else off, you know.
Nah, the peacekeepers are too disciplined for that.
Why would you even say something like that?
You really think so?
You're worrying about something, and then everything works out.
Really? You know, we've been thinking about moving.
Isn't that Grandma's place?
The electricity's starting to conk out.
Then don't wait. It's not worth the risk.
The worst part is, I haven't been able to slow down.
You're already a legend in the city, you know.
Fuck you, bitch.
Sometimes I wake
I don't like groupie broads. When we fuck, I refuse to even take my jewelry off.
You
But it
heard?
threw me off the
People
first
say
time
the
you
Night
called
Runners
and you
are
blew
bad
me
at
off.
Please, back off. You're making me uncomfortable.
I've never believed the Night Runners were real. Just fairy tales, if you ask me.
You take the lever hand. It's got to, right?
Sophie, can we talk?
Don't hurt him, Herman. Let him talk.
Get off me, you fucking ogre.
My name's...
Aiden. You're that pilgrim that came to town recently.
You're sure well informed.
Don't have much of a choice. I'm in charge of safety here. Besides, yesterday you made quite an entrance.
I'm looking for a job. Would you happen to know of any?
People here say you can be useful. I'd rather see for myself. How about a small errand first?
What are you proposing?
Go to one of the craftmasters. Alberto or Vincenzo. Both know the location of the purest crystals. I need some for a certain transaction.
You said you were in charge of safety at the bazaar. What does that mean exactly?
It means any PK who threatens our community of free people can count on me breaking his skull.
Oh, from the way Carl talked, you sounded more like pacifists.
We're trying to overturn the old ways and usher in a new era for humanity. It's a true revolution. And every revolution needs two things to succeed: ideology and an armed faction to enforce it.
A certain transaction? Anything I need to know about?
Curiosity is the first step on the road to hell, Carl says.
Do you believe that?
I believe in not trusting strangers, and that's who you are. So far, at least. Bring me the location of the crystals first. We'll see where we go from there.
Those crystals, what's the deal with them?
They were created by the chemical bombings of the city. A byproduct of some sort. People believe the infection spreads slower if you wear them. Honestly, I don't think it does. But there's no harm in trying.
And that's why they're so important to you guys.
That and many other reasons. They're hard to get, difficult to destroy, and easy to get obsessed with. Because they're so pretty, right? But most importantly, they're real, tangible things. Way more real than a piece of paper and old money. That's why they're so bloody expensive.
Alberto and Vincenzo? Tell me more about them.
A father and son duo. Alberto, the father, tends to yammer on. Before 0 hour, he had a workshop and piles of cash. Vincenzo, his son, kinda shy. They're both craftsmen. Clever, too. The kind that can make a watch out of old gum and a piece of string.
Fine. I'll go talk to one of those craft masters.
They should be at the bazaar. Do well, and we can think about giving you bigger jobs.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center.
Be respectful around here. This used to be a holy place.
Hey, I heard Carl talking about water restrictions last night.
That's bad.
A pilgrim in the bazaar? If I were him, I'd clear out before he pisses people off.
Half for sale, half for myself.
And for your brother.
Aiden,
Don't
you've traveled
mention
through
him.
the Outlands.
He still hasn't paid
Any
me for
other
last
cities
year.
still standing?
How are you?
Man, I'm so thirsty.
All your time caring for her. When are you gonna start living your own life?
Sometimes life is so overwhelming.
You're doing fine, believe me.
At least I have a reason to look for an apartment.
I know of one that's unoccupied. There's even a stove.
You're so sweet.
Let's not talk about this.
Back in the day, I had a huge, a massive, well, and...
A workshop, Dad.
Yes, a workshop.
So where is it? You're not in one now, Alberto.
Step right up, my boy.
Sophie sent me. She says you know where they can find some crystals?
Oh, for fuck's... They've already sent one of their...
Fuckwits? Who?
That fellow... Sophie's brother. Huh? What was the asshole's name?
Barney. The asshole's name is Barney. And he asked the same question about a dark zone with crystals.
Yeah, that's news to me. So where is that dark zone?
It's 120... 100 and...
Dad, can I tell him?
Oh, please.
100 meters from the metro. There's a big sign, fashion store, and a windmill on the other side of the street.
Thanks.
Welcome, valued customer.
Just because you got holes in your shoes doesn't mean you're poor. If you got no one to lean on, that's when you know you're
supposed to be discreet, not go shouting in the middle of the bazaar. They surprised me. How was I supposed... to know they had shear. Can you hear yourself at all? Then why didn't you do it yourself? Because I can.
Easy goes. You live a charmed life. You just eat, sleep, give me milk.
Just you gotta stop biting the cables.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade at the center.
Come here. Well, what did you find?
I know the location, but I was told your brother asked about it already?
Herman! See if Barney turned on his radio. Barney? Answer me. Barney! Damn. So that's why he's gone offline. He's looking for the crystals on his own. And throwing a wrench in the works yet again.
This isn't the first time, I gather.
No. He's always trying to prove himself. Last time he got wounded. Wasn't that long ago either. A fucking kid. I'll kill him. I'll just kill him.
Why blame yourself? We all make our own beds.
Listen. You said it yourself. You're new here. So you don't know much. I'm responsible for security here. And he's my brother. I promised I'd look after him.
You promised? Promised who?
Never mind. I'll kick Barney's ass when he gets back.
How'd Barney get wounded?
He didn't want to tell me. My guess is that the PK's got a hold of him.
Your brother keeps secrets from you?
That's none of your business. Barney, answer me. Damn it all to hell. If he went to a dark zone in his condition, he's a goner.
I can try to track him down.
You?
I've been in the dark zone before. In the GRE hospital.
St. Joseph Hospital? Really? If you save him, you won't regret it. We still have some time. Barney will likely wait till dusk. Going into a dark zone during the day is suicide. Just bring him back home safe.
I'll do my best.
Good luck.
Sophie has interesting people working for her. Pilgrim, apparently.
Let's talk.
God damn it. I hear Barney got himself into trouble again.
That Barney kid's nothing but trouble. Maybe it'd be better
Looking for a
Sophie
thrill,
if he
aren't you?
didn't come back.
Better keep a close eye on your biomarker if you're on a night run.
Look who's here. Welcome to the Bazaar, Pilgrim.
Carl, you wanted to talk to me?
You know, Pilgrim, I'm not a very godly man. But it was not always so. Do you know the biblical story of Daniel and the lions?
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me?
So, Daniel was a godly man. Prayed 3 times a day. Never skipped a prayer. Even when his king forbade his subjects. Daniel didn't change his ways. So he was sentenced to be thrown into a lion's den. And you don't get out of a lion's den in one piece. Yet, after a whole night, the accusers looked into the den and saw that Daniel was alive and well. Not because he killed all the lions. Not because he escaped, no. His God sent an angel to close the lion's jaws. So Daniel was saved. Having witnessed the true power of Daniel's God, the king ordered that the accusers be thrown into the den, and their wives and children.
Is this a metaphor? The PK are the lions, right?
Yes. But the big question is, what does God stand for here?
I'd say justice.
I'd say so too.
But why are you telling me this?
Because I know that Sophie, my right hand, is currently plotting against the PK. She wants to kill the lions.
And how do you know that?
Because I was granted the gift of observation. And because I know her. And because she's not very secretive about it. The truth is, I'm worried about her. She's of good heart, but she's hot-tempered and won't listen to me anymore. But maybe she'll listen to you.
And what do you want me to say to her?
Don't provoke the lions. Justice will come to us eventually. If, however, she leads us into the lion's den, there will be no angel to help us. We will all die. Us, our loved ones, everyone. The PK will devour us.
Now, I get that you're afraid. But Sophie's her own person. She'll do what she thinks is right.
That's probably true. I can't make anybody do anything against their will. That's a tyrant's way, not a leader's. Maybe I should focus on what I can do, not on what others should do. Thank you for this conversation, Aiden. It was quite illuminating.
Don't you have things to do? Move along, please.
Barney must be crazy. He's wounded after all.
Find something you like in the bazaar?
PUBG makes me paranoid to close doors behind me in video games. I don't know why.
I craft and carry only the finest.
At least the wine was good.
What strikes your fancy, my boy? You have a keen eye, my boy. Another satisfying customer.
C'est vrai?
All you have to do now is deliver on your promise.
Is the dark zone necessary?
You promised.
Guess I shouldn't make promises when I'm drinking.
Just don't get offended. You're tougher than most men I know. Thanks. That's nice.
What are you up to these days, Aiden?
My kid's in months because of this ridiculous blockade at the center. Psst, you. Got water for sale? I'll pay half a crystal per gallon.
You can try planting seeds, but my friend is about to do out here.
How do I start those?
Try cuttings from young shoots.
I thought farming would be less complicated.
I'm not a PK fan, but then I know.
Condolences on Commander Lucas.
I have an advanced degree in humanity.
What did you study?
See, this uses ray tracing. Resolution be damned.
Aiden, know anything about this
this Night Runner thing?
But the shadows look so much better.
Explore streets and building interiors if you want to learn the history of this city.
I'd rather not talk about him because
Sophie has interesting
I'll get all
people.
pissed off.
Well, you better hurry up. Haven't people had enough of uncertainty and fear?
My aunt says viral spit cures pimples. I'd rather not ask how she knows.
God damn it. I hear Barney got himself into trouble again.
We should take a look.
Who's that over there?
They cast self shadows in this mode. Wow.
We have to pick this up quickly, sis.
Why?
Do you know how I found these?
No, you didn't tell me.
Yesterday, I had some wine with, you know.
Oh, you gotta stop bothering those girls, bro.
And when she got drunk, she started blabbering about...
I'm not listening to you. You don't have a good heart, brother.
You know what? I could have come here without you.
Well, why didn't you do that?
I wanted backup in case her husband showed up and tried to kill me.
Wait, are you telling me we're stealing from your lover's husband's field?
Shh.
You are a bad, bad person.
If you're feeling too holier than thou right now, then give me the basket and take off.
Nah, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do.
My nigga. Oh.
Something weird's going. Hang on. What? Something seems really fucked up. It's giving me goosebumps. Are you serious, Rick? You see that piece of shit?
I can deal with the 30 FPS, but I'm really not sure that the ray tracing is worth the resolution hit, because they're either using FSR or dynamic res scaling, and an early FSR. If they use 2.1, it would probably be pretty decent. If we could get an FSR 2.1 update for quality mode, I would love to try it out again, but I think I'm just gonna stick to balanced. Sucks because I really want to use the ray tracing, but it just turns into a fucking mashed potatoes. I really want to see a fucking NVIDIA card in the next PlayStation. I'd really like to see like a 4080. I think we need to give up the ray tracing dream for PS5 and focus on the simulation. Focus on better AI. And we'll come back to ray tracing and PS6. I think 10 teraflops with AMD's fairly rudimentary ray accelerators are not going to cut it. Oh, I don't have that. I'm gonna have to go into co-op and get another weapon from somebody.
Today, Sarah has a story to share with us. Sarah?
When I got here in 2024, I was young. All my short life,
Yeah, that would have been way too hard by myself. Without this weapon. Go up, Aiden.
Everyone, this is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Today, Sarah has a story to share with us. Sarah, please begin.
When I got here in 2024, I was... young. All my short life, I'd lived in this little town. But eventually, like everyone else, I had to flee. And we heard the Villador was still taking people in, so we walked for 40 days and 40 nights. When we got here, they had just closed the gates. So we camped outside the walls like thousands of other people. In fact, it swarmed us. We fought them off with rocks during the day. At night, they got more dangerous. Sometimes a sniper on the walls would have mercy and help. Eventually, some guy showed up. Told us he'd smuggle us in through the sewers. As soon as we got past the wall, he disappeared with all our stuff. Then a patrol caught us. Packed us in a truck, laughing that they were taking us to the mosh pit. That's what they called the refugee camp at the stadium. We slept on pallet beds. Everyone fit for work dug latrines. And graves. 1 meal a day. No blankets. We were sick for almost a month. Then Jake got jaundice. Don't know where they buried him. Just me and a 3-year-old son. One night, power went out in the entire stadium. Black as the grave. There were 15,000 people there, without UV light. Panic broke out. I took Ben and started to run. We fought through the crowd. And then I heard noises, like fireworks. People started to point at something. I looked and saw some buildings spewing this yellow cloud. And these things flying over the city like giant bees. Black Monday. January 6th, 2025. They started dropping chemical bombs, that yellow dust everywhere. The whole camp started to run. I got knocked to the ground and I lost track of Ben. I was screaming his name, but the crowd was so thick. I remember people pushing me into the street. I remember the smell of fear filling the air. The sky covered in a yellow haze. I blacked out. I woke up at dusk, alone, on an empty roof, between mangled bodies. I heard the... I thought I would never see my son Ben again. I searched corpses for a week, looking for the body of my 3-year-old son. Then, somebody told me the local priest was keeping a list of people who were missing and had been found.
Carl.
Turned out that Ben had been found by a couple in the stadium crowd when we were pushed into the street.
It's okay, hon. Let it out.
When I found him, I thought I would die from joy. We had survived. That's what mattered. We survived.
Damn. See, now they're casting self shadows with the ray tracing. Ray traced. I'm not sure. There's a couple possible things this game could be using. Here we see an example of ray traced shadow mapping. There also could be ray traced ambient occlusion. Ray traced global illumination. And what's the other one I'm forgetting? Reflections. Which I think this game's using planar, a mix of planar and screen space.
Leave me alone! I didn't do anything to you!
Hey, if you find old toys, you can leave them here, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes if I stay out too long, I get the feeling that there's no one left in the city. Then this horrible fear overwhelms me. Aiden, you're a fucking hero, you know that?
What are you up to these days, Aiden?
Anyone spot any infected? Sometimes I venture out on the street, just look at the shops and signs from before the fall. I don't know why, but they fascinate me.
Whoever killed him must have been very strong. Or there was a
I'm gonna go try recalibrating my HDR and see if I can get a little bit more quality out of this picture.